Welcome back. It's your boy, Meyer Crawl, your host. We're here for the Dash Podcast, episode 8. We are moving. Now, today, we got my boy, DrewMacc. We go back for real. I think to the very beginning of me joining the Navy, I joined this brother, and that's really what he became to me, a very loyal, strong brother from early. He taught me a lot. Of course, we're peers, but he taught me a lot, and we're going to get into that a little bit today. I'm going to allow him to get a chance to introduce himself, but first I just want to let him know how much I appreciate him for being here, making the time to sit down with me. This is my first time even doing a long distance, but I've been sitting next to each other. I've been sitting next to somebody for the last couple episodes. I needed to do this no matter what. So me and my boy Son, we figured out a way to do this long distance, and I'm glad you took the time out to do it. I know it's 3 hours behind. You're a daddy. You got stuff to do.
Man.
You're a busy man too. You're a busy man too. So thanks, bro. I really do.
Hey, bro, I'm honored, bro. Thank you for having me. I appreciate y'all even making this work to get me on here. I told you as soon as I seen that you had the idea for this and you was promoting it, I said, hey man, I gotta be a guest on here. So man, hey, thank y'all for having me, man. Let's get into it.
I don't think there's been a part of my life that you haven't been in now. Like military.
Hey, these are facts.
I try to start a new business. You were there. How can I invest? How can I partner? You've always
right.
I appreciate it.
Hey, bro.
But for the people
always
who
gonna show support.
For the people who don't know you though, like give them a little bit of background. Who's DrewMacc? What do you do? Tell me about the family. What's up, man?
Oh man, I'm DrewMacc. I'm from Compton, California. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the Navy. That's where I met my man Meyer from. You know what I'm saying? It's been nothing but great times. Nothing but great times through and through. Got 3 kids, 2 girls, 1 boy. You know what I'm saying? And it's a journey. It's a journey. It's a journey like no other, man. I've been through so much in life and even with the military, but it's nothing like having kids. It's nothing like having kids, bro. So
whole nother deal.
Oh yeah. I'm trying to navigate it, you know what I'm saying? But me, I love it. You know what I'm saying? We pushing.
We push.
We pushing.
We ain't got no choice, bro. Today, what I want to talk about, mostly the topic will be having boys and girls. I got all boys. You're one of the first people I've had on here who has both boys and girls. So I can't even imagine what it takes to raise both if you raise them differently. We'll get into that a little bit. But the first question I want to ask you is, what does fatherhood mean to you?
Oh, bro, it's honestly and truthfully, it's everything to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, my life is centered around my kids, you know? So it's no move that I make or even think to make without thinking about my kids first. You know what I'm saying? Because something might go wrong and it might affect them. You know what I'm saying? And I can't have that happen. You know what I'm saying? So fatherhood to me, bro, is my life. You know what I'm saying? It is outside of any and everything else. That's my life. And I take pride in it. You know what I'm saying? I take pride in it because I know it's a lot of people that don't have a father. You know what I'm saying? Or they have one and it's not what they need. You know what I'm saying? So I try to be there through and through, no matter what. And it's a beautiful thing, man.
It is beautiful. Bro. I follow you all the time. Of course, I follow you on the social media pages and stuff
Right.
If anybody gets me working and ready to go and inspired to do dad stuff, it's you. Every time.
Hey, I appreciate that.
Every time you post something, dog, with the kids, I'll be like, dang, I'm slacking.
And look, that's the thing, bro. I don't post stuff so people can feel like that. I just post my videos, you know what I'm saying? Just to show the love for my kids. You know what I'm saying? I want people to see what my everyday life is with my kids because it's not a walk in the park. It is not a walk in the park.
It could be a little walk in the park, but this park gonna have manholes, trees down, like obstacles. It's
everything. Everything. You know what I'm saying? So I like to show people, especially my boys that don't have kids yet. I want them to get a taste and to see this is what being a father is. You know what I'm saying? Like whether it's the good or the bad, this is what being a father is. And I've had plenty of my boys reach out to me like, yo, I can't wait to have kids just based off of what I'm seeing from you. You know
Oh,
what I'm saying? And I have people messaging me like, yo, bro, thanks for this. You know what I'm saying? And they got kids now, and it's like, bro, if it wasn't for you, I don't know if I would have had a kid yet. And I'm like, bro, hey, you got it. And I
yeah,
appreciate it. I'm honored behind that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Because you also don't want to scare them off, right?
No,
You think
facts.
because
Facts.
when you look at somebody, you're like, okay, like I'm kind of like this person, and then they go have kids, and it seems like it's the worst thing in the world, but you don't really know. You're
Right.
not over there. You're not going to visit their family. You're not seeing the
Right. Right. Right.
share some of the good and you share some of the bad. So then when they put
Got to.
you in that position, they're like, "Yo, Mac did it. Like I think
Right, bro.
I
You
can
know what
reach."
I'm saying? Like, you got to, a big thing for me is trying to break the cycle of deadbeats. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
That's big for me, bro. Like I said, I'm from Compton, California. I know and I've seen a lot of deadbeat dads. You know what I'm saying? Dads that wasn't there. You know, so I like to promote healthy relationships with your kids. You know what I'm saying? That's big for me. You know, so whatever I can do and whatever I can show, I try to. You know what I'm saying? Because having kids is not, it's not easy, and at times it can be hard. You know what I'm saying? But I will reiterate again, it's a beautiful thing, and it's nothing like it. It changed for me. It changed my life for the best. Changed my life for the best.
So how old are your kids? And how many kids do you have?
So I got 3 kids.
Okay.
Again, I got 2 girls, 1 boy. My oldest girl is about to be 10 this year. My
Mm,
son is the middle. He's about to be 6 this year. Then I got my baby girl. She turns 4 next week, actually.
ooh,
So
okay.
yeah, yeah. So I've been doing it for a while.
Yeah, you're moving up in that veteran territory, bro. This is like
I've
the
been,
intermediate stage.
yeah, yeah. I've been doing it for a while. Like I said, my baby about to turn 10.
Mm,
And what a lot of people don't know is my oldest, she isn't biologically mine. You know what
I
I'm saying? She isn't biologically mine, but I've been in her life since she was 10 months old. You
wow.
know what I'm saying? So I took on a lot of responsibility real early for
Yeah.
someone that I didn't actually conceive. You know what I mean? So it was, that changed me as well. You know what I'm saying? Because it was just going from being a young me. I turned 28 this year.
Man.
She's about to turn 10. So you got to think, I
Yeah,
was real young when that happened. You know
absolutely.
what I'm saying?
Say
I
you
was
were.
real young when that happened.
So where
So
did you pull a lot of your fathering tips from when you were that young, like getting into the game of being a father? I like saying that, getting into the game of being a dad.
honestly and truthfully, bro, um, I'm real close with my family. You know what I'm saying? So I've seen in my family real father figures, you know what I'm saying? And the way that I was raised, I might not agree with everything. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? I might not agree with everything, but I understood it. And I would just take bits and pieces from everybody around me.
yeah,
Whether I felt like you, you weren't the best father, not saying my dad, but just a father that I've seen, you weren't the best, and taken from someone that I feel like is a great father. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? I would just take bits and pieces from everybody. This is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm not going to do. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? And this is how I'm gonna do my own thing. You know what I'm saying?
Make it your own.
So oh man, it's been interesting. Don't get me wrong. I'm still learning, bro.
Hey, brother,
I'm
we
still
all
learning.
are.
Hey, every day is a new lesson.
Absolutely.
Every day is a new lesson. So I'm still trying, man. I'm
Yeah.
trying to make it
Just make it,
happen.
keep making it happen. Now you're watching the age gap a little bit, right? So you got the 10,
Right.
you got 6. I feel like when they're young, they're all kind of the same. Like I don't, of course, like they know their boys, they know their girls, but they all rip and run in the same stuff. Like they only wear what you tell them to wear. They all turn flips and do crazy stuff.
Right.
I feel
Right.
like you could tell the difference in one being a boy, being a girl at a young age. Like when did that start?
Oh, okay. Okay. So again, I got 2 girls and 1 boy. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So my son, you got two sisters, bro. You got an older sister, you got a younger sister.
Yeah.
Of course, they gonna be playing together. And he's just like, what about me? You know what
Oh,
I'm
I got
saying?
you.
What about me? So, it's it's a toss up. You know what I'm saying? Because if they playing, they got their Barbies, they got all of this, bro. Go get your dinosaurs. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
If
I
if
got you.
if you want to play with them, just
Yeah.
go get some of your toys. You know what I'm saying? And play. I
Mhm.
don't care what you do. Just, you play, but play
Yeah,
with yours.
the
You
kids.
know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Mhm.
Play with yours. You know what I'm saying? So it's my son is a kid. He's a boy's boy.
Got you. What does a
All
boy's
the
boy
way.
look like?
Oh man. Look, listen. He want to fight with you. You know what I'm saying? He want to run outside. He wanna go roll around in the dirt. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? He want to play all the sports. He want to do everything that when you think about a little boy,
yeah. He like that.
that's what it. Oh yeah. Oh
Rough.
yeah. Definitely. Oh
Oh,
yeah. Oh,
now,
most definitely.
do you find yourself sometimes raising them differently based on being a boy or a girl? That's something I've always wondered. You kind of
Um.
hear that.
So I'm gonna say yes, and then I'm gonna say no. Different aspects of it. You know what I'm saying? So my girls, it's a different love. You know what I'm saying? I love all my kids. I
Yeah, yeah,
love all my kids, but my girls is a different love. You know what I'm saying? It's like they will bring out the softer side of me. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? And it's like,
Right?
oh, come over here with daddy. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah,
But my son, it's like, come here.
yeah. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a strong arm you, but
Yeah,
you're gonna feel my love all the same as if
yeah,
I was just softly hugging my little girls.
yeah. You
So
show the affection, but it just, I guess, the way you portray it a little bit might be a little bit different.
right now, that's the yes. Now
Okay.
the no end of it, they know daddy is not to be played with. you know, you know what I'm saying? They
Yeah,
know daddy is not to be played with. Just do right.
yeah.
Do right. Because on that end of the spectrum,
Hmm.
it's even for everybody.
Yeah,
It's even for everybody. I can't discipline my son and not discipline my girls.
yeah.
Now the discipline might be different. You know what I'm saying? But it's a it's a fair slate for
Yeah.
everybody. You
Same
know what
rule.
I'm saying?
That stuff. Same rule.
Oh, same rules apply for everybody. I can't I don't I wouldn't want to single my son out, you know what I'm saying? Because he's the only boy. And then the girls, it's like they get away with murder. In which they do.
I was about to say that
In which they do.
'cause I
You
know
know
they
what I'm
got
saying?
daddy's heart, so they know
Oh
how
yeah.
to. They might know how to
Oh yeah.
manipulate it a little bit.
Oh yeah, like my baby girl. Oh goodness, she'll sit there and poke that lip out, and she'll just look. Okay, let's go. Whatever,
So
whatever you want to
whatever you want.
do.
Now, is mom the same? Can they do mom like that? How they do you?
No, 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 no. Cut it out.
Oh,
Cut
oh.
it out. You know what I'm
So
saying?
if your son really wants something, what's his out? Does he come to mom? Does he come to dad? Like, how does he get what he really wants? Or
Well,
is he don't get away with it? What is it? What is it like?
nah. You know what? That's my boy. That's my only boy. You know what I'm saying? That's my road dog. So it's like, daddy, I wanna. We'll think about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Tell
yeah,
me why. Tell me why you want this. You
yeah,
know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Tell me
But
why you want. And then we'll go from there. But 8 times out of 10, he gonna get it. He
yeah,
gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? 8 times out of 10, he gonna get it because it's like you gave it to them or you
yeah,
gave them what they
yeah.
wanted. You know what
And
I'm
once
saying?
you lift the foot a little bit and you give it to the
Yeah.
girls, at that
Yeah.
point, you feel like you can't even hold it back.
Right. Right. And that's my dog, man. That's my dog. I try to do everything with him. You know what I'm saying? So whatever he really want, if you haven't acted up today,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Oh
If
yeah,
you've
because
been listening,
you
we're
can
good to
use
go.
you can use it against them when you need to. But
Oh
other
yeah.
yeah.
Hey, you remember when I told you to make your bed up? Yeah, no, we're not gonna do it
I'm looking at the
today.
bed, son, and the bed's still not made. So
Yeah,
yeah, we're gonna
it's
we
not gonna
go
happen.
after that. So
We'll try again.
what scares me is the territory that you're about to move into right now. So you still got a little bit of time. The oldest,
Right, right.
But soon, bro, you're gonna start moving into that preteen
Yeah,
age.
yeah,
And I've seen all the movies. The
right,
dad's super protective, and I don't know if you
right,
are or not. But are you thinking about that? It's gonna be soon, bro.
bro. Every day.
I don't know if they talk about boys and stuff yet, but let me
Oh no,
in a little bit before you never know. I
it's
might have a girl.
you know what? It's funny, bro, because back when I was in Virginia, you know what I'm saying? My oldest, she was a lot younger. You know what I'm saying? But she found herself liking this one little boy at her school. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And I found myself being that dad.
Oh,
I found myself being that dad, and it was like after that, she was scared to talk to me about stuff like that. You know
oh,
what I'm saying? And I wasn't feeling it because I'm the dad that you can always talk to me no matter what.
right.
You know what I'm saying? But when it came down to the little boys, it was just kind of like, oh no, that's
You
my
hit a
baby.
soft spot.
That's my baby. You know what I'm saying? But now it's funny because she got a little guy in her class that she's like, oh, dad, I like this dude. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I can't be that dad. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
How do you
Talk
not
to
be
me.
that dad? What do you do? Like, is it
So
harder or
so
Are you changing your mindset? Like, what do you do?
I'm not so my mindset about it hasn't changed, but my reaction to it has. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? Because initially my reaction was, ain't none of that going on. You know what I'm saying? That was the initial reaction,
Yeah.
but again, I didn't like the outcome of it. I
Mhm.
didn't like how she reacted to it. And it was just like she was so scared to even tell me anything
Yeah.
remotely coming close to a boy. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? But you are a girl and you are going to catch feelings for some little boy somewhere down the line. You know
It's
what I'm
probably
saying?
gonna happen. Yeah. Yeah.
So I had to just change my reaction towards it. So when she told me, and she told me this a couple weeks ago, and I was like, oh, all right. School pictures came out, and she was like, oh, that's him right there.
Oh, yeah, you circle a big circle.
Oh man. So it was just, how am I gonna react to this and how am I gonna talk to her about this? You know what I'm saying? So me, I didn't get upset this time. I just started making fun of the little boy. That's the dude you like? You
Oh,
know
you
what I'm
trying to
saying?
pick at him a
I,
little bit?
oh
Yeah.
yeah, I want to dissuade you from, you know what I'm saying? From like, because let's just slow it down. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
let's just slow it down. But I mean, bro, it's life.
Yeah.
It's life, and the only thing that I can do as a father is try to guide you in the right direction and give you some of the game that I know. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Because I was a young dude before. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
know how this works.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I
A
remember
lot better
the
than you do.
time.
A lot better than you do. So listen to daddy. I got your best interest at heart. It's gonna be hard for you to listen at times,
Yeah.
but listen.
Listen,
Please listen.
hearing you say that, right? You talking about listen to daddy. I got your best interest at heart.
Right.
I don't know why when we're kids, it's so hard to believe and to remember that our parents were some point our age.
Oh, facts.
And
No,
they
these are
are
facts.
now in charge of being responsible for us and that they actually care, they actually love, and they don't plan to give us anything wrong that, is gonna take us the wrong way or that they're being selfish or whatever. But we
Right.
always gotta go
Right.
find out by
Oh
ourselves.
yeah. Oh yeah. Got to.
We always gonna find out
Hey,
ourselves. So my hardest thing is like, how do we put ourselves in a position that we're actually able to communicate with them and that they actually take what we're saying to heart? And I feel like that's not easy to do.
it's not, bro. It's not. And what I found myself doing, I'm not gonna say being a friend to my kids. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But being open,
Yeah.
being open with them. You know what I'm saying? Because communication is key.
Mhm.
If your child don't feel like they can communicate with you about stuff that they might feel like you're gonna get mad about,
Yeah.
then you'll never be able to have that connection. You know what I'm saying? That's why and it's been a long time for me to even learn this. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't I girls and boys and my
Yeah.
daughter and your son over there. Nah,
Yeah.
no.
Uh,
You know what I'm saying?
hmm
But it took me a long time to learn that. Like, I need and I would love for my kids to be able to come and tell me anything. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Whether it's uncomfortable for them,
hmm
whether they feel like it's going to be uncomfortable for me.
Yeah.
Know that you can always come to me and tell me the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah.
And that your dad is never going to judge you. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Mhm.
not going to judge you for anything that you do in life.
Yeah.
Only thing that I can do is help you, and I try to instill that in them, and I try to let them know that.
Yeah.
And so far, as of late, it's been working. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
That's
They've
good.
been feeling like they can come to me because it's been a lot of times that I've been the mean dad. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've been the mad dad.
And they'll tell you,
And oh
they'll,
yeah,
Daddy, you being
oh
mean.
yeah.
You
Oh,
always being mean, Daddy. You don't.
daddy's mean.
They love it. They just pass it around. I'm like, bro,
Yeah,
I have no clue what I'm trying to
yeah,
say to you right now.
yeah. And all of that, daddy is mean. Oh, it touched. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It
So
touched. So
Tony's got a question for you.
by me,
Ooh, how do you get them to understand the difference between judging and discipline? You said judging and discipline, right? hmm
like as if they got in trouble and now it's me coming to you about what you did.
Yep. As a
Is
judge.
that
Yep.
okay? Okay. For instance, you know what I'm saying? Yesterday, right? Told my daughter get off the phone. You know what
Mm.
I'm saying? It's dinner time. Get off of the phone. You know what I'm saying? And mind you, it's playoff time, so I'm watching the basketball game. Dinner. I got the basketball game on TV, and
Yeah.
it's. But daddy, you watching the basketball game? Get off of the phone. You know what I'm saying? We're eating dinner, and she proceeded go on Disney Plus. You know what I'm
Ooh.
saying? And I said, okay, you know you just earned this one, right?
Yeah.
You just earned this one because I just told you and you proceeded to do what you wanted to do.
Yeah.
So when that time came, what I do, because and I've learned, you know what? It's one thing that I have learned from some good people in the Navy.
Hmm.
Chief Wood, for instance. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Great guy, great guy. And we used to talk all the time, and he told me, when my kids does anything that is just out of the normal, it's bad, you know you shouldn't be doing it, and I'm already upset, I'm not going to discipline you right then and there
Hmm.
because then I will be taking my anger out on you that I'm upset about and you have nothing to do with. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah.
upset about something totally different. And that I will wait until I'm calmed down, but listen, you're going to get disciplined for this, right? So I took that and I put that into my own parenting. You know what I'm saying? So I will explain to my kids and I will talk to them and I want them to tell me, why do you think you are about to get disciplined? You know what
Mm.
I'm saying?
That's
What
good.
is what is going on? And I want you to talk to me because of this, right? You
Yeah.
did this and now this is why this is about to happen. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? The cause and the effect.
Mhm.
So I will, and then again, it goes all back to communication. I'm going to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, if I whoop your butt, I'm not just going to go whoop your butt and that's what you get.
Yep. Because we get used, and we got used to that as a kid. Sometimes
You know what I'm saying?
parents, they might have
I
lacked
will
those
talk,
communication skills.
right. And I'm going to talk to you beforehand. And
Mhm.
then even afterwards, I'm going to talk to you. And I'm going to let you know I still love you. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But going forward, this is how we do this.
Yeah.
So that they know, because again, I talk to them, they know that it's not me judging them
Yeah.
and that it's like, I don't like you and I don't like the way you did that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
not that.
It ain't, it's not that, but it's just discipline because we got to have structure. You know what I'm saying? We got to have structure. Structure is a
Yeah.
big thing. Got to
Now,
have structure.
you just made me think of something that actually had while I think it happened while I was in middle school. Now, my parents are really big on different principles and stuff like that. As a kid, they don't actually tell you what the actual principle is that you're trying to
Got
learn.
you.
You just
Got
feel the judge coming down. You
right,
feel
right.
the executioner, right? You feel you get in discipline. That's the part that sucks, right? If you're not being
Yeah.
communicated anything else, that's the only thing that you know or remember. So I remember I was a really fast kid from like kindergarten all the way up. A lot of people know me for playing football, but the people back
Got
home,
you.
they remember me from running track. I ended up switching when I was in high school, but track really is my first love. If I can go back to anything,
Got you. Got
I'll
you.
go back to track, to be honest. But I remember I was in middle school, bro, and I would in middle school or in AAU, I'm talking like I wasn't losing races. Like I was just going after it, doing whatever. Like I was just that dumb fast kid. Couldn't play anything else, basketball, even football. I didn't even really know the rules during that time. I was just going to get.
Got you.
But track, I knew what I was doing. I was going through, I guess, this phase where I was being a little bit more rebellious than normal, right? Get to
And it
that
happens.
thing, it just happens. There was things
Right.
that I wanted to do, and I didn't understand why my parents weren't letting me do it. So I was already on punishment for one thing or whatever. So I started to decide I was going to rebel a little bit. I had a track meet
Mm.
against somebody that I knew that I could beat. I think they might have even been on my team, right? I knew I could beat them. It is what it is. My parents were trying to tell me, go out, do your best, da da da. I wasn't trying to hear none of that. But they're always about no matter what, you do your best. We don't leave nothing on the table. That's just kind of how my family is. We do our best or whatever.
Right.
And that day, I decided I was gonna do whatever I wanted to do. So I get to the back stretch of the 400, and I start looking over, and I can kind of see them, and I see the kids like literally like right next to me. I got burners ready to go. Like, I could really
Right.
get it. Like it
Second
would have
win
been
is ready.
all easy. It would have been nothing. But I started thinking about all the different stuff they weren't allowing me to do and disciplining me and all this other stuff that I didn't really understand. I just pulled back. I was like, whatever, it's grandma
Mm.
here, let the boy win. So I
Mm.
and I let him win. To me, it wasn't that big of a deal. I
Right.
got second place, blase, blase. It didn't matter. But after, I got in so much trouble because
Ooh.
they knew how I run. They knew exactly what was going on. They knew the reason why I did it.
Right.
And that thing was, it was me trying to defy them, me trying to be rebellious and all this different stuff. And I wasn't trying my best during that point in time. And I got something else taken away from me. Who knows? It might have been my phone. I couldn't go to the party,
Right. Right.
stuff like that. But it was never communicated to me at the time. It was because I was trying to be rebellious and wasn't just trying to do my best. And it
Right.
wasn't until years down the road that I realized they were only choosing that type of discipline or punishment or whatever because they were trying to teach me a certain principle. But now
Got you.
we realize this stuff and we got to make sure our kids are understanding it as we communicate with them.
Right.
So
Right.
it's
Right.
good that you're doing that.
Nah, most definitely, bro. Most definitely, because and it's same similar situation. You know what I'm saying? I can think of times where it's like, you could have just told me this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
could have just told me this, and we would have been good to go. I probably still wouldn't have understood it. You know what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
it would have. I would have. The reception of it would have been different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The reception of it would have been different. So yeah, I mean, again, I'll try to parent based off of how I was raised
Yeah.
and off of what I've seen. You know what I'm saying? When I know that when I was a kid, I know I would have appreciated if my moms and my dad would have did this.
Just
You know
did
what I'm saying?
it. Just
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Bro, yes. Like it's funny. It's funny because the way that I am with my kids,
Mhm.
I go back to think about how my parents was with me, and I didn't have a horrible childhood. You know what I'm saying?
Do you have siblings?
But oh, do I?
Okay, so yeah, mingle that into as you're talking about like how you were raised and going back.
Okay. Oh yeah,
Mingle
I'll
that
get
in.
to that
I
right
want to
now.
hear how the boy and girl difference might have been different too.
Okay, so I'm the second oldest, right? So
Okay.
I got an older brother. It's me. Then I got three younger sisters,
Mhm.
and then years down the line, I got a little brother.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
You know how that
So
happens.
it's yeah, it's different. It's
Yeah,
different. So I'm 14 years older than my little brother. So it's different.
it's kind of cool.
Yeah, yeah. Nah, it is, bro. It is. And he run track just the same. You know what I mean? He run
Man,
track. Oh, he's great. So in my house, it wasn't a lot of from my parents that explaining I love you. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? Just hearing the words, I love you,
yeah.
but it was understood. You know
Mhm,
what I'm saying? It was understood. I know you do.
mhm.
But for me, almost every day, come here, son. Daddy love you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
I tell my girl it's because I know I wanted to hear that. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I wanted to hear that, whether it got annoying. You know
Mm,
what I'm saying?
I got you.
I want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? So my house, like I said, bro, I had a big brother, three younger sisters. My brother's 2 years older than me.
Mhm.
I'm 2 years older than my little sister. And my little sister is 3 years older than my twin sisters. You know what
Mm,
I'm saying?
twins is okay. I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah. I got twin sisters. My granddad is a twin. You know what I'm saying? So I was hoping I got twins. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
It ain't easy, but it's beautiful. I
I
just
believe it.
yeah,
I believe it because I always felt like I was missing somebody. I felt like I should have been a twin. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I should have been a twin. You know what I mean? And to this day, bro, I think about that. I've been thinking about that since I was a kid.
for
You know
real.
what I'm saying? That I should have been a twin.
Bro, that's like
Something
a
is
kid,
missing.
like I guess imaginary friend type stuff.
Bro, yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, man. I mean, the stuff that I'm not gonna say that I didn't feel as a child, as a kid. You know what I'm saying? That's what I try to put onto my kids.
Yeah.
But it's the stuff that I felt was probably missing.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Or that I could have improved from what my parents was doing.
Yeah.
That's what I tried to do with mine. You know what I'm saying?
As you were being raised, were the boys and the girls raised a little bit different? Could you see any differences in the way that y'all were handled?
Uh, so so my parents split when we were kids. You know what I'm saying? So moms had the girls, pops had the boys. You know what I'm saying? So it was different. You know what I'm saying? It was different. We were together for a long time, and then we just wasn't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We just wasn't. So it was me and my brother, but then my sisters was elsewhere. You know, so we'd go back and forth. You know what I'm saying? So I can't really say that the parenting was different. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Because we was majority with pops. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And my sisters was majority with moms. So it was a different dynamic, and that it was strange. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? It was strange, but you get used to it.
Yeah, you get used
You
to
know
it.
what I'm saying? You get used to it.
What was your relationship like with your father, and how is it now?
Uh, Me and my pops, honestly and truthfully, bro, growing up,
Mhm.
my pops was my best friend.
Oh man,
Like
awesome to hear.
my pops was my best friend, bro. Like it's funny. It's funny because me and my pops, we used to just me and his time together was we watching movies. We didn't probably watch every movie
What?
possible. You know what I'm
Well, that
saying?
makes sense. You used to always drop movie joints. But what movie was that? You'll just say
You
it.
know, hey, you know what I'm saying?
I remember you used to do that all the time. What movie is that?
So
Yeah.
me and my pops time, bro, we was like we used to just watch movies together. I remember it was a time, bro. And I will never forget this. I will never forget it. And sometimes I still bring it up to him like, hey, pops, you remember when it was just late at night? It was probably midnight. I was supposed to be asleep, and my pops was just up. And I just went in there to hang out with him. He was in the living room, and my pops made so many French fries and probably 2 packs of bacon. You know what I'm saying?
French fries and bacon, bro.
French fries and bacon. You know what I'm saying? And we were sitting there eating French fries and bacon and
Yo,
watching movies. I will
yo.
never forget that ever in my life. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Never. I'll never forget that, bro.
how
Like
old were you then?
honest, let me see. We was still living in Compton at that time. I was probably like 5.
Mm.
You know what
See,
I'm saying?
that makes me so happy. I posted something the other day, and I was just talking about the impact that we have on our kids. Sometimes we don't realize it, and it could be
Yeah.
little things. You're almost 30, and that's something that
Yeah.
you remember from when you were 5. You
Bro, I
have your
can
kid, you don't think about it. You only got 18 summers with them. The
yeah.
first 5 they don't remember, right? First 4 or 5 they don't remember. The last
That
4
we
or 5,
that we think
yeah,
that we think because
right?
I know I can remember some stuff from when I was real little. It's
Real little.
crazy. It's really crazy that you said that. Excuse me,
Mhm.
because like I said, I'm 2 years older than my little sister. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? I can remember her first birthday.
Oh, think you're a little different, but that's not normal,
I
though.
was 3 years old. I can remember stuff from her first birthday, and I will bring it up to
Yeah.
my mom's and them. Like I remember we had a cotton candy machine. We had a
Yeah.
popcorn machine. And she's like, yeah, we
Remember
did
it
have
like
that.
that? Usually you
Bro,
get in the little flashes.
bro, I can remember all that. You
That's
know what I'm saying?
which is good though. That's
Yeah.
because you remember all those moments with your father. Because sometimes, bro, as life starts going and we start working and you start thinking about paying for more stuff and providing,
Yeah.
it can be
Yeah.
really easy to start losing those moments, having less time. And it's
Right, right,
something you
right.
don't want to, you don't intentionally do that. But I remember the small moments with my dad. Like I still remember he played pro soccer and that was his thing. He never did
Oh,
football
dope.
or anything like that. But I didn't get to see him play much because it was early in my stages of life. So I didn't remember much of that.
Got
But
you.
I knew I always wanted to get a chance to just play something with him, like soccer and stuff. And he used to work so much, always 2 or 3 jobs, but I'll never forget when I
Oh,
was 4 or 5 years
see.
old. We moved into the new house and he came into the backyard with me. And bro, he just kicked the soccer ball around.
Uh,
It probably was 2 minutes. It wasn't even
right,
nothing
right, right.
crazy. I still remember it so vividly. Like we didn't have no grass. The dust
Right.
was on my feet, on his feet. I don't think we had no shoes on. He just came out with a Guinness stout in his beer. Probably was feeling good, you know what I'm saying, after a
Right.
day's work. Kicked the ball around with me. Something as small as that, but I'll hold it forever.
Right.
That's always gonna
It's
remember.
something you was yearning for. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? You yearn for I want to do something with my dad. You know what I'm saying? Something that I know he loved because that was big for me. Whatever my pops, I knew that my pops loved.
yeah.
I want to do that with you. You know what I'm saying? Because
Is
I
he getting your
know,
son now?
yes,
Talk
yes,
to me about that. I've realized he
yes.
started playing baseball, and I know you're a sports fan, period. But you
Yeah.
also like baseball. Talk to me maybe a little bit of where you've seen maybe your boys and girls just trying
And
to please dad.
before I even get into that, I do. I love baseball, and my pops
Hmm.
was real. He was real great at baseball. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so it just tracked on
My
down.
pops used to be play pitcher and all that. He was real great at baseball. So and we used to watch games. We used to sit down and watch Dodger games, all type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's always been in me. So my son, and I wouldn't even say I got him in baseball and stuff to live a dream through him,
Yeah,
because if you don't like it, you don't like it. I understand. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to live my dreams through you.
yeah.
But if you like it, in which he loves it, you know what I'm saying?
Good,
He
good.
absolutely loves it. Great. You know what I'm saying? And like he's been playing for a few years now. Like he's about to turn 6. He's
Mm,
been playing since he was 4. You know what I'm saying? T-ball on up,
yeah,
and it's just the progression. The
mm,
progression of it is lovely. I probably only not coached one of his teams. I coach every team that he's played on except for one. You know what I'm saying? And
that's cool, man.
it's beautiful, bro. It is beautiful just to see something that I love and my son start to love it as well. You know what I'm saying? So like Dodger game was on yesterday. I split the screen on the TV to where the NBA playoffs was on and the Dodger game was on,
There
and
we
he's sitting
go.
there. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm sitting there and I asked him. I'm like, "Hey, what you watching, bro?" "Oh, I'm watching the Dodger game."
Say less. It just makes you feel good to feel that, bro. Especially coming from your dad. I don't know if it's different in girls, but to make your dad proud is it just makes you feel good, man. Makes you feel
Yeah,
make you feel like you're doing the right thing. Do you
yeah,
feel, or have you ever seen your girls just kind of search or yearn to have dad's approval or just to make you
yes,
proud?
yes. So again, like today, I got to take my baby girl, pick her up from school, take her to dance class. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? I do that. And that's my oldest. I do that with my youngest on Saturdays, right
Okay,
before we go to my son's baseball game.
there we go.
So my girls, they'll be in the house, and me, I get to dancing, I get to singing. You
Yeah,
know what
yeah.
I'm saying? That's just me. You know what I'm saying? I like to sing around the house, dance, and they do dancing. So they'll do some dance moves, and Daddy, look at this.
Hmm.
Was that good?
Yeah, daddy, look.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Now these
It's
TikTok dances,
lovely.
but it's like the
Oh
dance.
no, these are dances.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, let me find out you be in the crib learning the TikTok dances too.
Oh no. All
You
right, don't
never
get me
know because
wrong.
the girls
Hey,
might
look,
do anything.
hey, my
Mhm.
oldest, she'll have me in there. You know what
Oh,
I'm saying? Hey,
hey,
she'll
that's
have me in
keeping
there
them
doing a
real.
little something. Yeah, I
Hey,
mean,
that's keeping them. They say when a toddler hands you the phone, it don't matter if
uh,
it's hey, 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 where you at? It don't matter. You pick that phone up. When they hand you a
right,
piece of food, you taste it. It don't matter if it's
right.
real food
Hey,
or not.
I don't care how hard you think you are.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
my daughter come and tell me she want to come play Barbies,
Oh,
give it to me.
hey,
You know what I'm saying?
yep.
Give it to me.
It's gonna have a name and everything.
Oh yeah.
I'll pick my favorite one too. I don't care.
Oh, hey, listen, she know I ain't playing with all of them. Get me that one. You know what I'm saying? That's the one I'm playing with.
That's the one right
Hey,
there.
hey, and she gonna be upset because if she don't know where it's at or
Mm,
she can't find,
I'm sorry.
we gotta play something else.
Hey, so I see you do a lot of activities and spend time with them, but I also know you're in the military. You have probably a really crazy work schedule, and you live far from work too. What does that work
Yeah.
life balance look like? Is that a challenge being with the kids and trying to?
Uh yes. Yeah, it is. You know what I'm saying? Yes and no. Like I was just on shore duty. You know what I'm saying? So life was balanced.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? It was balanced. So I had more time to be home. I had time to coach my son's baseball teams, go to my daughter's dance recitals and dance practices.
Yeah.
I had that time, you know what I'm saying? Because just like I do, when we
Yeah.
out on that boat, time is limited. We don't
Yeah.
have time like that. You know what I'm saying? So I try to make the best of the time that I do have now because it's gonna be a time to where I can't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can't do it. I can't take you to practice. You know what I'm saying? I can't be outside practicing with you like that.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough. You know what I'm saying? So the times that I do have now, I definitely try to take advantage of it. And even with that, it's like all my time goes to my kids.
Yeah.
I hardly even do have time for me.
Yeah.
You know what
That's,
I'm saying? And it's up
mhm.
here mentally, it's like, yo, I need my time, but I know they need my time. You know
Yes.
what I'm saying? I know that they need my time, and that means more to me than anything else. You know
Yeah.
what I'm
So
saying? That means
we talk about that all the time, like our work schedule and just work life balance, and then also making room and time for ourselves can sometimes be challenging. And you had a question we were kind of talking about before that you wanted to ask them. Short time. Oh yeah. So short time, short duty, at least what we call it, is for us is just when we're not living on the ship. So for all of the audience who don't know, shore duty is where we get a
right,
little bit more work-life balance. That's where we're not necessarily a civilian at that point in time, but we might be working behind a desk, and it makes life a little bit easier. So even for me, I'm
right,
working
because that's
behind a
exactly
desk.
what I was doing.
You know what I'm saying? I'm working behind a desk now, but I'm working nights, and then I get my days back, and it creates
Gotcha.
a little bit more balance. But for those sailors who are at sea, man, it's really hard to try to maintain a good schedule. And I feel for those who have families. And just something I remember between like me and you, we used to stand a couple watches together and we would
Right.
have those
Christmases,
Christmas.
everything, holidays.
And that Christmas was the first time where I really felt like I got extremely like connected to you. And it
Right,
was
right.
right when I was, just having my first child and everything, like being a young black officer in the wardroom, I already felt, I don't want to say outcasted because I don't think it was done on purpose, but I was just
Mhm.
different. I already didn't
Right, right.
relate to those guys as much or girls as much. So I related to a lot of my sailors a little bit more who may be younger, maybe closer to my age, or just honestly maybe black, right?
Right,
But
right.
standing on watch, being with you who were closer to my age, we talk the same, we sound the same.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
Those junior officers also didn't have kids, but you had kids
Right.
already. So you were able to start imparting some wisdom on me at a very early age. And man, I appreciate it. Like we talked
Oh,
about
no doubt, bro.
India and everything. And those were one of the times we were away from our children and we only
Right.
had each other. So I guess another question that I have for you, we talked about kids being able to communicate and try to talk to you when they have troubles or things that they're just going through. That you just want them to be able to come and talk to you. Um,
Right, right.
Now, as a father, when you have your own challenges, do you have anybody that you go to and talk to them about it?
Yo, honestly and truthfully, times have been hard. You know what I'm saying? Times have been hard. And as a man, as a black man, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to go and talk to somebody. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? It has been very difficult, you know. So sometimes I find myself just going on a drive.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Going on a drive, clearing my head, or I can call my little sister because me and my little sister, that's my dog. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? That's
Relationship
my
built.
dog.
Yeah.
Hey, that's my dog. You know what I'm saying? Me and my little sister, like we like this, so I can call my little sister and she'll sit and listen to me, and I can get that off. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Because she know everything. You know what I'm saying? From
Why is it so hard for us, bro, to go talk to people sometimes?
Well, because honestly, and I'm gonna go back to the communication piece with my kids.
Mhm.
Growing up, bro, it was hard to communicate how I'm feeling. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? Because as a child, at least then,
Yeah.
it was more of a kid should be seen and not heard.
Oh, dog. Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Heard that
Kids
so.
should be seen and not heard.
Mhm.
So it's like it's hard to how am I gonna tell, hey moms, as a child, I don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on in my head and how I'm feeling, but
Mhm.
I feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? Or even if I'm angry, who you talking to?
Yeah.
You know what
Hey,
I'm saying? Who you talking to?
you're right.
So parenting was different. Parenting was different then. And I can't put none of that blame off on anybody
Yeah.
because parenting was different for them, just like it was different for my grandparents.
Yeah.
Everybody teaches and parents differently. You know what I'm saying? So now as an adult, as a black man, trying to talk to somebody, it's like I don't know if I can trust you enough to be able to confide in you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you might turn that against me.
Yeah.
And I can trust in myself.
Yeah.
And I
Because
can trust I can
you got to
trust in
be strong.
certain individuals, you know what I'm saying? Because my household, daddy got to be strong.
Yeah. Daddy got to be.
You know what I'm saying? Daddy got to be strong, in which I understand that, but sometimes daddy break down. Y'all don't know that. You know what I'm saying?
And
Y'all
sometimes it's
don't.
hard for me to let them see it. Like I don't know. I know now that I'm supposed to allow myself to be a little bit more vulnerable, to let them see it, right?
Yeah,
Because I
yeah,
would have appreciated if I could have saw that a little bit more for my father, right? I think I
no
remember
doubt.
a time back when I was in Guam, and it was the first time I was really confronted with the situation to be able to share a little bit with my child. And it was my oldest son. He didn't need to know anything specific,
Right,
but
right,
he might have been afraid of a bug or something like that. And I was putting him to sleep, and we were having a conversation about it. And I was like, it's okay to be scared. Like it's okay to be fearful sometimes. You're gonna get over
right.
it. And he asked me, like, Daddy, do you ever get scared? Like, are you ever
Mm.
fearful of anything?
Daddy's
And
supposed to be Superman.
right. And I just finished telling him, like, no, Daddy got it. Daddy step on the bug,
Right,
Daddy.
right, right.
And he asked me that, and I kind of froze, to be honest, because I'm thinking to
No
myself,
doubt.
I respond with, Daddy's not afraid of anything. Daddy's Superman. Daddy's always going to be strong. Daddy's always going to be there. Some of those parts are true, right? I'm always going to be there.
Right. You always want to portray that. You
You
know what I'm
always
saying?
want to portray that. I want them to be able to feel some type of security in me, but I
Right,
don't want it to be false security either. Because allowing them to know that I'm also human, that I also have faults, that I also
right,
vulnerable sometimes, that I'm also scared or afraid of something, is also what's gonna give him probably the security to know that he's normal.
right. No
So
doubt. No
I
doubt.
remember telling him, like, yeah, like I'm actually afraid of things too. And sometimes daddy is in that place. You don't always have to be strong. And bro,
Right.
walking out after that, it was very affirming for me. Like I felt so good. Like I got chills right now even thinking about it because I'm like, man, like kids at such a young age will bring things out of you for real.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
don't be ready or prepared for it, but it
Nah,
happened.
no, that's real. Now that is real. You know what I'm saying? That is real, bro, because parent being a parent comes at you so fast. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? It comes at you so fast. It's not a handbook for it.
no,
It's not a guide on how to parent.
mhm,
It's all you winging it.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
mhm,
You are literally winging it.
yeah,
Like going off of what you previously seen or what you feel like you should do, that's what you're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? So the way that we go about it, and everywhere is different. Everywhere is different. You know what I'm saying? But the way that we go about it as black men, you know what I'm saying? It's crucial. It's crucial for our kids. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be our sons or our daughters, it's very crucial. So I tell my son, you get upset. It's okay to get upset. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to cry. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Because growing up, what are you crying for?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What
Yeah.
are you crying about?
Mhm.
But I'm human. You know what I'm saying? These
Yeah.
are my emotions. These are my emotions. So I try to tell them that there's nothing wrong with you crying. Sometimes you just need to get that out, and then you will feel better. You know what I'm
That's true.
saying?
That's true.
You will feel better. Just get it out. Now, you ain't just got to be crying about everything.
Oh, bro, that's a whole
You know
nother
what I'm
thing,
saying?
bro. Me crying, I promise. I don't be wanting to say suck it up or nothing like that, but if you're just doing it to get my attention, there's another way
Cut
to
it
get
out.
my attention.
Right,
Just
right.
stop all that crying.
Right. Now, if you really upset about something and that is your reaction to it, I daddy understands.
Yeah.
I understand. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, I just try to break negative cycles, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying, of stuff that I was told, you know what
Mhm.
I'm saying, stuff that happened. It's like, okay, that didn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
And even as an adult, it still doesn't. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So let's change that.
Yeah. What has been your biggest challenge in being a father?
My biggest challenge being a father, giving up my me time,
Mm,
giving up my sense of individuality. You know what
mm,
I'm saying?
yeah.
Because I'm not an individual anymore.
Yeah.
You know, I am a father, a protector,
Mhm.
a provider. You know what I'm saying? So that has been my biggest challenge because it's like, yo, I still want to go out and you know what
Yeah.
I'm
Just
saying?
get it right.
And
Yeah.
you feel me? But it's a time. It's a time for that.
Yeah.
And most times it's not that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So giving up my individuality as a man, as a person, that has been my biggest challenge.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You said that
Because
time.
still young,
Still
still
young.
young. I'm not an old dude.
Right.
You know what
We
I'm saying?
not we not
Not an old
40,
dude.
50 years old or nothing like that. So
Exactly.
you said that there's a time for that because when I first decided that I want to do this podcast, it was because I was realizing that I had just given up so much of myself. I had given up
Correct.
so much time. I wasn't doing any self-care. It was I need to hop into being a husband, right? Right after I just finished hopping into a job. And then right after that, it was like I'm gonna hop into being a dad. And it wasn't like, let me go, live my life. It was just
Come
one
at
thing
you.
to the other. So now I'm like, don't forget that you like to do this.
Yeah.
You like
Yeah.
art, like you like recording stuff, you like media, you like going out. And I had to realize that it wasn't that I had to give it all up. I
Right.
had to just find time for it, for one. And I had to communicate it to my wife. So that
Right. Right. Right.
because she's probably feeling the same way, right? She's giving up so much, they sacrifice as much. Like we're all
Right.
parents giving up these things, but when we don't communicate to each other that there's these things that we need, they go by the wayside because we don't want
Yeah.
to feel selfish, right? They're like,
Yeah.
what you doing outside? You at the club? Don't you got kids? Ain't you supposed to be?
Yeah. Right. Right.
It always gotta be
That's
like
the worst.
that's the
That is the worst.
it ain't always gotta be like that. You don't trust babysitters all the time. You gotta get
Right.
to know people and it becomes a really big challenge. And I appreciate you for
Yeah.
saying it because I felt that too. I relate with that.
Yeah, man. It's something that slowly and surely you start getting yourself back together. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Because when you first start having kids, you strip yourself of everything. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? You strip yourself of everything because now my primary goal is being your father. You know what I'm saying? So now me with my son playing baseball and stuff,
Mhm.
it's something that I enjoy too. You know what I'm saying? So I can do that with my son. And then, I just want to go to the bar and have a drink or something, watch the game.
Yeah.
Slowly, slowly, you know what I'm saying? Because life is, hey, you can't just sit back and just let life engulf you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You got to experience what you want to experience as a person. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not just a dad. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Not just
I'm
that. I like
I
that.
am myself as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's major. It's
Yeah.
major. You can't forget that.
There's a there's something that my wife was talking to me about. She know I love animals, so I'm gonna remember it. Something that she got off Instagram. It was talking about flamingos. Of
Mm,
all animals, talking about flamingos.
right, right.
Talking about a time period after the flamingo has a child.
Mm.
the flamingo actually turns a different color. It's no longer pink. I want to say that it's white or it's like a little bit off white or something. But for that long period of time, and I don't know, I guess it's kind of like a postpartum thing. And it takes some time for them to get the pink back. And
Mm.
she wears a
That's
sweatshirt
interesting.
that she bought from a young lady who sells them off Instagram and kind of promotes, understanding what postpartum looks like, and not only postpartum, but being a parent and getting that individuality back. It's talking
Yeah, yeah,
about
yeah.
this, getting that pink back. And sometimes we have to realize that it takes time. You know what I mean?
Right. No doubt. No doubt. And it's hard. It's
Yeah,
hard to, like, in that point in time, it's hard to think, oh, when is this gonna happen? Like,
yeah.
when am I going? You know what I'm
Feel
saying?
myself, right? When I'm allowed
Yeah.
back. Like it's not easy, but man, this has been extremely good. I can't believe this conversation went so fast.
Yeah, bro.
I appreciate so much. What I want to do right now, I know we're gonna get a chance to talk again. I'll probably call you right after this because we just got to catch up. But what I want
Gotcha.
to do right now is just give you a chance to speak to the audience. I want you to speak to some of those new dads, maybe some of those older fathers who haven't gotten the pink back, maybe so that some of those dads in a messed up situation who just want to be there or don't get a chance to be there as much. Maybe some of the fathers who may be your peers that you talk about just modeling for. Just push out a message to those guys and speak to them here for a second.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt. Hey, listen, it's not easy. You know what I'm saying? Being a father, some people choose to. Sometimes it just happens. You know what I'm saying? It might have been an accident, but we here. You know what I'm saying? We are here now. And my biggest advice to you is be there. Your presence is everything. Presence is everything. You know what I'm saying? Don't feel dejected behind anything. You know what I'm saying? Whatever problems you got going on, when you look at that child, know that's you.
Oh, that's
You know what
you.
I'm saying? Know that that's you, and that child is going to bring the best out of you. You know what I'm saying? The child is going to bring the best out of you in any circumstance that you're in. So love it because it's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? Being a father, I like to tell people all the time, I'm more than a dad because anybody can be a dad. You can slip up and be a dad. I'm a father. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? Because it takes a lot to be a father. It takes a lot to be a father. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of work that gets put into being a father. Like, I'm your dad, no doubt, but I'm your father. Okay. Easy as that.
Drew
So,
Mac. I
hey,
appreciate it. That was good, man. I appreciate that so much. And I'm
no
probably gonna
doubt.
write that down somewhere. If you don't take it, I'm gonna put that on not just a dad, man. That was good.
Yeah, no doubt, man.
I'll talk to you soon, bro. Thank you, man.
Hey, thank y'all for having me, man. It was nice talking to y'all, and hopefully y'all can have me back. We can do this again.
Most def. Love you, bro.
Hey, peace.